Hi guys, and welcome to my last book haul of 2017. So this is basically going to be a December book haul slash Christmas book haul because I got a lot of books for Christmas. I know, this is the second book haul I've uploaded this month. I know, it's like I bought a lot of books this month. It's quite extreme. But it's all fine because I'm so happy with all the books that I got, and yeah, let's just get started and I'm going to show you all the books that I got in December and all the books that I got for Christmas. So the first thing I got, you guys are all probably going to laugh at me, but I got another box set of the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. But now I finally got the proper US paperbacks with the pretty spine of the Brooklyn Bridge. So yeah, you are right, I already have a box set like this, but like also not really, because the box set that I already had was the UK edition of like these covers of the Mortal Instruments, and they are a little bit different. Like these are a little bit smaller, the coloring is different, they are less pretty, less shinier. So you guys probably all think I am crazy for getting a second box set of the almost exact same covers. Like, go ahead, you can judge me, I don't care. My sister already called me an idiot, so I really don't mind at this point. What matters is that I'm very happy with them, and yeah, that's the most important thing, I guess. I also got this box set for like really cheap, because I don't know what happened on Book Depository, but suddenly this box set was so incredibly cheap. It was more than 50% off, and it was also like only for an hour. But yeah, let me just show you the pretty covers. I'm so in love with them. So we have City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass, City of Fallen Angels, City of Lost Souls, and City of Heavenly Fire, which is the prettiest one in my opinion. It's so big and so shiny, and I love it so much. So what I decided is that my old UK copies are going to be my reading copies. So now that I have a beautiful box set, I don't have to keep those editions pretty anymore. I can break those spines and like get the books dirty, whatever. It doesn't matter, because now I have a pretty edition and I have a reader edition. That's probably insane, like who does that, but it's all fine. And then of course I got even crazier, and I also got an entire new set of the Infernal Devices, also by Cassandra Clare. So I did the same thing, but this way the other way around. I figured now that I have like simpler reading editions of the Mortal Instruments, I also want like cheaper reading editions of the Infernal Devices. The first time around I read the hardcovers, but like paperbacks are always a bit easier and a bit lighter. Again, I already have these covers, but like in the US shiny version. This is the UK version, like you can see, because these have blue bits on the spine, but still they make the Blackfriars Bridge. Again, I got these books like for really cheap. I still had some birthday discounts left, and I ordered them all on different sites, and basically I paid like 12 euros for this entire thing. So I have Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and Clockwork Princess. I really want to reread the Infernal Devices very soon, and yeah, I'm so happy that I got these editions. Like, as I said, don't mind me too much. I'm a little bit crazy when it comes to books. And I actually also want to get a light paperback version of Lady Midnight and Lord of Shadows now that I have like these versions. So I probably will get those like in the next year before Queen of Air and Darkness comes out, but yeah, I'm just very much in a Shadowhunter mood, as you can tell. And don't worry, the Shadowhunter collection video is coming in January probably, so stay tuned for that. The next book that I got is What I Lost by Alexandra Ballard. This book tells the story of a 16-year-old girl named Elizabeth who has anorexia, and at the beginning of this book she is going to a treatment center. So it's all about eating disorders, about her anorexia, about her treatment, and yeah, it's just a description of that. I've actually already read this book and I absolutely loved it. It is now one of my favorite books of 2017. But more on that in my favorite books of 2017 video, and also in my December wrap up. And then the next book that I got is The Diviners by Libba Bray. This is a historical fiction novel with some magical, supernatural elements thrown into it. It takes place in the 1920s in New York. The main character is named Evie O'Neill, and she has a special gift that she keeps a secret. But then there's a murder, and she can maybe use her gift to solve that murder, and I believe there are more characters. I've read a bit of it already, but like at this point we're still being introduced to characters. But yeah, I bought it because it has like so many good reviews, and people really seem to love this book or this like entire series. And I love historical elements, and this is basically historical fiction meets supernatural meets a murder mystery, so that sounds like a very interesting mix of things. As I said, I've already started it and so far I'm really loving it. So yeah, I'm very happy that I got this as well. And then I also got a bind up of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the trilogy of 4 by Douglas Adams. So I believe this like big book consists of the first 4 books of this series. I believe there's also a 5th book, but I was not completely sure. I don't really know much about the story. This was basically a little bit of an impulse buy. From the premise, it sounds like it's a bit of a funny book, and I don't think it's all that serious, but like, correct me if I'm wrong. It sounded like a very fun space adventure, and yeah, I don't know much about it else, honestly. I just really love this big bind up and the cover, and I just felt in the mood for like some fun space adventures, so that's why I got it. So hopefully I will end up liking it as well. So yeah, now let's go to start with all the books that I got for Christmas. As I said, I got a lot. The first book that I got is of course Harry Potter related, and it is Harry Potter, A History of Magic, a book about the History of Magic exhibition at the British Library in London. So this is basically a bind up of different like sorts of drawings and notes and all sorts of extra information about Harry Potter. And as a huge Harry Potter fan, of course, I had to have this book. I have a feeling like a lot of Christmas book hauls have this book in it, because like this is typically a book you can ask for Christmas, like as a present, and it's gorgeous. My Harry Potter book collection is ever growing and I'm very happy with this edition. And then I got another Harry Potter book, and it is the illustrated edition of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by Newt Scamander, aka J.R.R. Rowling. So this is basically the very short textbook that you can like buy, that J.K. Rowling like published years ago with descriptions of all the Fantastic Beasts. But this one is illustrated, so it's a lot bigger and it has like illustrations of all the animals inside. Ooh. So yeah, as you can see, a lot of pretty illustrations, and again, I think this is just a collector's item for big Harry Potter fans. The illustrations are done, by the way, by Olivia Lomenches-Gill. Oh, I probably did not pronounce that right. But yeah, I love it. I'm very happy with it. Again, this is a perfect like gift item, and it will look beautiful on my Harry Potter shelves. Then I also got a box set of the Lord of the Rings books by J.R.R. Tolkien. So I am a huge fan of the Lord of the Rings films. I watch them every year. I have the extended editions with all the extra features, and I just love those films so much. But until now I was never interested in reading the books because I thought they were like very difficult and very long and hard to get into. But this year I changed my mind and I felt like it is finally time to read the Lord of the Rings books. I know it is actually only one book, but of course nowadays it is very much like being sold as 3 separate books. So like the Fellowship of the Ring, the Two Towers and the Return of the King. And I'm going to count it as 3 books because look at it. If this was only one book, it would be massive. But I like this like very simple box set. It's just like black with very simple illustrations on the front. So here we have the Fellowship of the Ring, the Two Towers and the Return of the King. So yeah, 2018 is hopefully the year I will finally read Lord of the Rings, and I really hope I enjoy it as much as I do with the films. I'm just very curious to see what I'm going to think of this. And then the last 2 books that I got for Christmas are Days of Blood and Starlight and Dreams of Gods and Monsters, both by Laini Taylor. So these are the 2nd and the 3rd book in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. I bought the 1st book in London earlier this month, and I asked for the 2nd and the 3rd book because I really want to binge read this series. Last month I read Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, and I immensely enjoyed that book. I loved it very much. So I cannot wait to read her other trilogy, and I've basically heard nothing but good stories about it, and I'm so excited. And like Laini Taylor writing is just so beautiful. So again, I'm very happy that I got these books for Christmas, and I cannot wait to read them. Maybe I will do that like during a readathon, and yeah, I just don't know. In any case, I want to read them really soon. So those were all the books that I got for Christmas, but I also got some book related items. I got the Pop Funko of Ginny Weasley. She finally has her own Pop Funko, so that will look beautiful in my Harry Potter shelves as well. And then my sister gave me this amazing Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them notebook. Like, it is absolutely beautiful, and as you, I don't know if you can see it, but it says Newt Scamander. And it just feels very soft, and it has this like beautiful ribbon on top of it, and it's just very beautiful. So I'm so happy that she surprised me with this. And yeah, actually the only non-bookish related items that I got for Christmas are the earrings that I'm wearing. Like, they're very beautiful. I'm extremely happy with them. So yeah, I got very spoiled during Christmas, I know. But yeah, this is it for my last book haul of the year, and I will try to cut down my book buying a little bit in January and February because I got so many amazing books in November and December. Now I really should start and read those. I hope you guys all had an amazing Christmas as well, and I also hope that you all will have a wonderful new year. But yeah, this was it for this video, and if you liked this video, please go subscribe or give it a thumbs up because I would really appreciate that. And hopefully I will see you again in my next video. Bye!